Hi booktube friends, I'm here to make another video today. So I thought I'd start off with a haul. I've been buying quite a few books lately. Just been seeing some very interesting reads and also, watching videos and wanting to read stuff. And there's quite a few Man Booker International reads that's been on my radar. So yeah, let's just get into it. So my most exciting book was this, Vegetarian by Han Kang, and I read this and loved it so much. I think her way of telling the story is brilliant. She does it really good, and I really enjoy her writing style and just her mindset. It's very dark and just, yeah, it was such an inspiration for me. This is the kind of writing I wish I could do. I really love this book, and Jane Campbell did a great review, or at least she talked about it in one of her videos. I'll link it down below, and she explained a lot about this woman wanting to be a vegetarian, how that was supposed to be like just setting herself free from the patriarchy that she's surrounded with, like her father and husband and all the males in the family, and she's trying to just cut herself loose from that. And that really spoke to me, and I was thinking in the same direction, and I wasn't feeling this book is really about being a vegetarian. It's more about mental instability, really, or just not knowing who you are, or just wanting to be something else, feeling like you're not a part of the world, sort of, because you can't really do anything that you like. If that makes sense. I love this. I've ordered Human Acts, which is her other book, and I'll definitely read that as soon as I get it. I'm in love with this author. I think I'll read anything she publishes. I'm in love with her. I really liked her storytelling, and this book was amazing. If you have not read it, just read it already. I hope it wins, actually. So yeah. Another book that I bought recently is a Swedish book by Lena Andersson, Utan personligt ansvar. This came in 2014, and this is a sequel to another book by Lena that came in 2013, which I've read. And I've still not read this, so that's why I picked it up. And I have the other one in paperback, so I was waiting for this to come in paperback as well. So yeah, I will read this soon as well. I'm not sure if it is translated. I wouldn't be surprised if the first one actually is translated. I'm gonna look that up for you. I got a poetry book. This is quite small, by Simon Armitage, Black Roses, The Killing of Sophie Lancaster, and I read this month as well. It's quite short, and it's apparently poems for a radio talking about Sophie, who was killed due to a hate crime. She and her boyfriend, I think, was out walking, and a group of people attacked them, and she unfortunately died at the hospital a few days later. And yeah, it was on the BBC Radio Best Speech Program of 2011, and was shortlisted for the 2012 Ted Hughes Award for Poetry, and I thought this was brilliant. It's very touching and just great writing. So yeah, I definitely recommend this, and this is just very short poetry, so I wouldn't say this is too difficult for anyone who doesn't read a lot of poetry. So this is beautiful. Yeah, I also got 2 Penguin books, small black ones. I haven't seen those before. But yeah, I got one that I've already read, The Yellow Wallpaper by Charlotte Perkins Gilman, and this is great. I read it online on Gutenberg for free, and I just wanted to own it for my own because I really loved it. And this is a great story about female hysteria, and it's sort of a scary tale to read late at night. And the other one is Rainer Maria Rilke, whom I've never read and just want to, and he's a poet as well. And this is Letters to a Young Poet, and I thought it'd be a great starting point. This is not really poetry of his, but still it sounds interesting. Another book that I got is this gorgeous one, All My Puny Sorrows by Miriam Toews. This is a novel, and this is also a story about mental illness. Someone talked about this on BookTube, I believe, that made me look it up, but I can't remember who. But anyhow, this is a story about two sisters, and the sister who seems to have a great life on the outside, just she doesn't feel good and she wants to kill herself, and the other sister who seems like she has a really messed up life, she's trying to save her sister. So this is gonna get very interesting to read. I'm very much looking forward to this. I like reading about just mental health issues, especially female tales. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Next book is also a BookTube buy. I can't remember who talked about it, but this is a Gothic tale, a Victorian Gothic tale, The Seance by John Harwood. I haven't read anything by him before, but yeah, I just thought this sounded great. I mean, it's about a decaying mansion in the English countryside. Can it be anything better? Seriously, this has this gold dust jacket or whatever cover, which is really nice. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this as well. I really like creepy reads, and I love Victorian Gothic tales, ghost stories, which you probably know if you've been following me for a while. The next book is a classic, which I also know someone talked about, but I can't remember who. But I've had it in my wishlist for a while, and it's The Awakening by Kate Chopin, and other stories in here as well. And this is about a young lady just trying to find her own identity in a world where dudes decides everything, you know. So this is kind of a feministic tale as well, and I really like reading classics with a feminist touch to it, about women just trying to be free. I find this very interesting and very enjoyable, so yeah. I can't wait to read that as well. I'm not sure how long. So The Awakening is only this part of this whole book, so I guess I'm gonna have to read a lot of Kate Chopin. I don't know. Anyhow, another feminist, Simone de Beauvoir, A Very Easy Death, and this is supposedly her masterpiece. Some people say, I don't know. A friend of mine really liked this, and this is quite a short book about her mother dying, so that's gonna be interesting. My mom actually passed when I was younger, and so I'm guessing this is gonna be quite heartbreaking, but I really want to read more. But I've only read one novel by her, but I do own The Second Sex. In English though, I'm not sure. I should buy it in Swedish, but because I feel like it's gonna be quite difficult to read. Yeah, and it's huge. It's fucking huge. Anyhow, I got another long list for the Man Booker International, and Camille Reeds talked about this. He made a review, and this is A Cup of Rage by Radan Nassar, and I'm guessing this is somewhat erotic, but this is quite short and it's supposedly very good, so I'll probably read this soon. I've read 2 of the long-listed books already and really like them, but I think these 3 are the only ones I'll probably read in a while at least, because I wasn't too interested in all of them. Anyhow, this is getting very long. I have 3 more books and they are all sort of inspired to by Mercedes at Mercedes Bookish Musings, and she's been talking about these 2 authors for, yeah. Anyhow, the first book is by Helen Oyemi. This is What is Bewitching, and I really like this cover. There's another cover out there with trees on them in the house, and it looks way more spooky than this one. But anyhow, I really like this one. But yeah, I read one of her other books during the Dewey 24-hour readathon, Boys No Bird, which I got at a library, and I really love that one. I just think her writing is excellent, and I very much enjoyed how she developed the story during the book, and yeah, I really enjoyed that. So I think this is also gonna be an author that I'm gonna fall in love with, sort of, because I really liked her style and her way of thinking, and yeah. And the last 2 are by the same author, and these are short stories collections by Karen Russell. Beautiful copies. St. Lucy's Home for Girls Raised by Wolves and Vampires in the Lemon Grove. And especially this one, Mercedes have been talking about quite a lot. And these are sort of magic realism short stories, or what's it called, fabulistic books. She made a video about that. Anyhow, and after that video I actually ordered this, and yeah, I've had my eye on this for quite a few years, but never picked them up. So finally, but it's fucking bothering me that both of these books are by Vintage, only they're not the same size. And also this book has, which I've seen quite a few like book hauls from American booktubers, I believe, where the cover page is shorter than the rest of the book and there's a color here. Why the fuck is that? I mean, what's the point? Really? Yeah, anyhow, I mean, the book's the same inside, right? So yeah, that was my haul. I did recently order a few more books, but I'll show those later when I get them. So yeah, bye.